Oh.
What's up, Ruthless Nation? Here we are, Wednesday evening. You know what that means? Ruthless GT3 action right here on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. And tonight, we're taking on the Nürburgring Grand Prix track on GT7. And per usual, as Wednesdays go, we got a monkey in the booth with us.
Hey, Stu.
How's it going, man? So, I'm going to see mostly daylight at this track. No calling the weather for, anything other than dry conditions. 28 lap race here, looking at about 156 up average for the field, although we'll have probably some more faster times than that, as things sort out. But what are you planning on seeing here at Nürburgring?
I think with the 28 laps to go, and I think we're going to see about 8, 9, 10 laps per fuel run. We're going to see a little bit of fuel strategy. We're going to see some high-speed racing with no fuel strategy. It's a tough track. I think we're going to see some guys going off the track, some solo accidents, maybe some multi-car accidents. I think it's going to be an exciting day.
All right, there you have it. And T-Dubs will be on the pole for us here this evening as I try to get everything set up real quick. All right, there's our racing info. T-Dubs is at the front. Restart this thing. And there he is. On the front, it'll be followed by Cork, Snowman, Monkey in fourth. Dak Fu going to be rounding up the top 5 here, followed by Chaos, Stu, Hollywood, and Stagger. Stagger in. Refer to him as Stag. It's a little easier. But we're off here at Nürburgring, the Grand Prix configuration of this track. F1 fans may be familiar with how that's going on. Monkey already some trouble there in turn number 1. Going to get a lot of guys to go around him there.
Yeah, it looked like Snowman might have not seen him there and cut in tight.
See some good action back here in the back of the pack. As we're on board with Hollywood, keeps flirting with 5th and 6th. Chaos way off to the left side of the track there as we go through one of the more high-speed sections of the course.
Good to see Hollywood joining the group again.
That's right. You see Dak, he tried to run away. He's getting loose up there, but he is running away. We look up front, there's T-Dubs Court kind of right behind him with that Top Gear group on his car there this evening. Followed by Snowman there in 3rd. But right here is where all the action is happening, 6 on back. As we're on board with the 24 now, who is followed by the 6 of Monkey. As he's running that West Higgins ORV scheme this week, our proud replay sponsor of the Ruthless GT3 series. And post-sponsor, obviously.
Oh, looks like Hollywood got into staggering.
Man, we're going to have to do a West Higgins ORV replay. As we mentioned them there, we'll stay on board with Stagger. Stagger in, Stag, whatever. Hollywood does get into him, gets him loose over there on the grass. He kind of wrecks it all over the track and off there, now in last place. And that's going to be a single car incident as Hollywood goes away scot-free. And, all right, first incident of the day. Monkey had predicted we would see maybe some of that happening. But right now...
Unfortunate for staggering.
Yeah, very unfortunate, man, in the Subaru there. But now the battle is here. 5th through, I guess you could throw Hollywood in there if you could get up there if these guys start battling. See Monkey taking a good inside line right here on 6th place, but has to cycle right back in behind him. But he's going to make a move along the right side as we go down into this heavy braking turn number 1. Can really sneak up on you. Monkey's going to get down in there, get cut off by the 24. He's going to have nothing but the inside here as TKO Chaos is on the left side of Monkey there. And he's able to overcome the try by Monkey to overtake him there through turn number 1. Good battle, though, here between the RS01 and the Porsche, as
Ooh.
getting a little dirty tire there between everybody. That's a tricky turn, but Monkey able to now take over 6th place and get that Renault behind him.
He was not giving up on taking that position.
No, sir. Hollywood, as we had mentioned, maybe he could try to do something here as those guys start to battle, and he did. He closed the gap there a little bit. Now Monkey's going to have his sights set on 5th position up here with the BMW. Dak Fu kind of in danger of maybe getting past. BMW's making up some track there in the 24.
Yeah, Dak Fu, good to see him back too. He's a good driver, fast guy.
That's right. We take another quick look at our top 3. Or Snowman, you can see him. Then Cork and then T-Dubs. And the gaps are about even between each. But as we had mentioned prior, we got Monkey chasing down 5th. 5th chasing down 4th. A little more work for Monkey, though, trying to catch back up to the 24 there.
Looks like 1st, 2nd, and 3rd have it pretty easy compared to the rest of the field. They're just driving off.
That's right.
Everybody else is fighting positions back and forth.
Yeah, it's neck and neck back here for 7th and 8th, and for 3rd and 4th. Or I'm sorry, 4th and 5th. And then Monkey, he's going to have a good line of draft coming down into turn number 1 this time, so he'll make up just a little bit of time up here on 4th and 5th place. As the battle is not over up here between these two.
Well, looks like T-Dubs and Dak Fu have matching Toyotas this week.
That's right.
I didn't know they were a couple.
It's like Ty Gibbs and Riley Hurst on the same track at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see Monkey's significantly closed the gap here on the 24 now of Stu. So let's see what the battle looks like between these two as it keeps going. Looks like the BMW is making that car a little wide. Going to take a defensive maneuver down to the inside through this very sharp turn. Probably the sharpest of the course. Oh, we got Cork around right there. Might have to go to the West Higgins ORV replay here for Cork. Let's go back 10 seconds. Oh, we go back 20 seconds for the replay. And that's our 2nd place sitter right now at this point. He gets way wide here in the tight turn and just loses it. Keeps it out of the wall. Snowman barely gets around, gets into the sand. And then a little bit of a smoke show there from Cork as Dak, Stu, and Monkey will all go around. It's your West Higgins ORV 2nd replay of the day.
Wow. And West Higgins ORV car did make it past Cork.
Sure did. And Cork's right back in it, though. He's going to be in the line of air between these 4 drivers. 3rd through 6th now. It's a race.
Yeah, with 1 fast guy in 6th place. They're all fast. Cork has been fast consistently the last 2nd half of the season. Cork is all over the place. Looks like Stu is all over the back. All over the back of Dak Fu here. Monkey all over the back of Stu. If you're talking, Stu, we can't hear you. I can see you moving around though.
Yes, sir. I took a good sneezing spell. Forgot to unmute my mic. But I wasn't really saying anything because I was trying to catch my breath.
Oh, no problem.
I was staying on the action, though. My camera did go crazy there for a second. I must have hit a glitch or something in the... I don't know what the heck was going on.
I thought we lost you, but I could see your camera moving around.
Yes. That's right. Oh, a 1.5-second penalty there to Cork here in 6th. That's going to be terrible for his battle to challenge just top 5 right now. As 3rd, 4th, and 5th are kind of all sitting pretty comfortably. If you look at the lap times, though, looks like the BMW might just be a little too wide for that Porsche to get around. Is possibly running better lap times there.
Yeah, I think everybody's getting held up with traffic right now. BMW's got a 158 in there. Monkey's got a 158 and a 159. I think everybody's running about the same. Is it the eBay car you're driving? It is. eBay Motors. All right, so the 24 is in the eBay Motors car.
Ooh, get it. Oh, big.
Oh.
Yeah. Complications there through the bus stop.
Yeah, as I mentioned, everybody's getting held up a little bit by the cars in front of him, and Stu showed his displeasure with Dak Fu, I guess. Put a bumper to him. I'm just kidding.
Oh, cork way back there into the sand. We caught that. Big 360 out of the sand, and he'll have to get it back going there in that Lexus.
Has he done that 2 weeks in a row?
He's done that a few times. I don't know, a few months in a row maybe.
Spun it right around and kept going?
Yeah, he's good at that 360 stuff. He's got those dirty tires too as you watch him go sideways through that turn. Hollywood, though, has enjoyed all this as he's moved up to 7th now.
Is it Hollywood moving up to 7th or Cork moving back to 8th? I think maybe a little of both.
50-50. Chaos, though, not out of this drive for the top 5 as he is right there on the tail end of Monkey and Stu right there. As you can tell, they're bumper to nose. Monkey tries to look inside, not going to happen there. 24 scheme this week is a tribute back to the Mark Martin 2010 scheme.
Back when eBay was big time company.
Mm-hmm.
Had fancy commercials and everything. Oh, looks like Stu had a little trouble there. Not wrecking trouble, but Monkey almost got around him.
He is big trouble there for Stu. As that Porsche is really pushing on the rear end. You see some German engineering going against each other here in the homeland, if you will.
Maybe there's a little German brotherhood going on there. I doubt it, though.
Be careful with how you word that.
Thank you. I will be careful.
All right, so now the battle is 4th, 5th, and 6th. We had mentioned Chaos was not out of the drive for the top 5. And here he is. Monkey makes a sharp turn down to the inside through turn 1. Takes 4th place kind of for a moment, but they are door to door coming out of there in turn 1. Can the BMW survive here on the inside of the track? Oh, out to the outside goes Monkey, but he keeps it in the throttle. He's right there. This is a tough part. Oh, around goes Monkey for a moment, but he's right back in the throttle. Kind of pulled a cork there. Oh, half-second penalty up here to the BMW during all that. Possibly too far to the inside. That's going to be big for Chaos. He's going to maybe gain 2 spots through that one incident off a penalty and just a quick spin there by the Porsche. Hollywood is now in attacking position as Cork has also got his bearings back together and has got himself back up here in this drive for the top 5. We've been calling it. Oh, a little loose BMW off into the grass, but keeps it together and keeps 4th position.
That's a crazy half lap we got going on here, and 5 cars all grouped together again. While T-Dubs and Snowman are just cruising along. In fact, I looked in Snowman's car, he's eating a sandwich.
All right, penalty hits the 24, but he'll be able to stick it to 4th place for now. No, around goes Chaos as they'll be going down into this hard braking chicane. That'll bring us back to our last turn of the track, and it is neck and neck through there. Looking back, over the course of the race, BMW has probably been the best through that chicane out of this group.
I think so, and looking at the number of cars that have been in this position, I don't think the BMW has moved. Everybody's moving around. The BMW is staying consistent, keeping good laps going. And Dak Fu up there in third.
Yeah, he has had to run away from this battle back here from fourth on back a few times, but right now he's winning through 6 laps complete on lap 7 right now.
Speaking of winning, let's not forget our fast lap of the race right now is T-Dubs at 156.092. That is a pretty quick lap. I think we might see a faster one out of T-Dubs before it's all over.
Very possible. See, Chaos got off to the left side of the track there. It allowed Monkey and Stu to go around 4th and 5th place cars once again. And once again, right here, a little push between the German-made cars.
I think there might have been a little contact there. And Monkey's kind of a hothead. It's like Stu's answering with some pedal.
A lot of cut there through the S's.
Yeah. It's a good showing out of Chaos this week.
Tight through there goes the BMW, and it allowed Monkey to take over 4th position. Now let's see if Stu's got it to keep up with the 6.
I did not see how that happened.
Just got tight there through that turn. Been pretty tricky all race. Through there for the 24. Oh, little bump from the BMW there on the Porsche, but kind of helped him through there. Oh, here's some tires. Oh, Hollywood's around through the chicane. And he just spins it there, gets it back going. Cork will now go around, take over 7th. Stagg has a chance. Oh, he's going to go down pit road. All right, so first pit stop of the day happens going to lap 8.
Well, let's see what Stagg is almost out of fuel.
He is almost out of fuel, but he has good tire. Look at that tire there through 8 laps. It's a little better, I feel like, than anybody else. Let's see. Cork not so well, but he's been spinning. Chaos has decent tires, so I don't know. Monkey has probably the best.
That Subaru is a mystery car.
It is. Sometimes it's really great on the tire, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's really great on the fuel, and today it's not.
Oh, they're good on the fuel. Look at Snowman up there.
Yeah, dude has got it. He's well over a quarter tank here compared to everybody else who's below that quarter tank mark right now. Monkey, though, he's been chomping at the bit here against Dak Fu, who is becoming in trouble, as you may say, from the 6 car. West Higgins ORV Porsche. Do a little paint skin breakdown, actually. About that time of the race. Pit stop's coming up probably with how the fuel's looking. This is the West Higgins ORV Porsche. See that?
It's a fine looking automobile.
That is a great looking car, and you can find West Higgins ORV on Facebook and YouTube. Search that in the search bar, should pop up. And ORV stands for off-road vehicle. So if you need off-roading questions, might be a little place for you to look for your answer.
Some how-to videos, product reviews, all kinds of things there.
There you have it. Nice looking scheme there out of Monkey this week.
I'm sure he appreciates that.
He is catching Dak Fu now. Nobody else has went down pit road yet, so everybody keeps it out here to go at least 9 laps, because that's about all these tanks are going to be able to handle, I believe. Down to the inside for a moment goes Monkey, not able to do it. We saw him have trouble through this turn earlier. Oh, Dak Fu nearly sideways 45-degree angle out of that Toyota there. Monkey goes around to the right side, and he is clear up into the top 3 now. Drive for the top 5 has looked the most settled as it has since the drop of the green flag.
That is true.
the drive for 1 and 2, as you mentioned, they're having tea and biscuits up here. Everybody else tries to figure out or catch a breath. Some of us may need an EKG.
T-Dubs has built a huge lead.
I'm telling you, this man's, he's just got some tracks, I tell you.
9 laps in.
Yeah, you know, if we look at the top right there, you can see we're on T-Dub's red triangle. Go back to Snowman, who's now the red triangle. It's like a quarter of a track of a lead here through 9 completed laps.
And part of that is some high-speed track.
That's right. If we look at his fuel situation, he'll be coming in this time. That'll complete 10 laps on his first run. Monkey's going to go down pit road from 3rd place. Dak Fu to follow from 4th. 5th, Stu's going to go in. Chaos as well. Cork. Oh, he thought about not doing it, and then he came in. I don't know if that's a cut or not with how it's set up. Hollywood goes in as well. We saw Stag pit about 2 laps ago.
Yep, Stag pitted on 7, packed that thing full of fuel, so I'm real curious to see how many laps he gets out of the car next time.
Yeah, you know, he's not even hit 3/4 of a tank yet, but he's working on it. Tires look real good there for that Subaru. All right, we look at 1st place now. You know, he still has that lead, probably going to pit this lap. Snowman, on the other hand, I think he could probably stretch his car out for another lap, looking at the fuel gauge there for him. Stu here has not took quite half a tank of fuel, did not take any tires. Different strategy here than the other guys. They're going full out 4 and full fuel, so possibly not able to save there like they would have wanted in the BMW.
Where this could work out for Stu is if there's a caution. And Stu has track position now. So this could be a good play for Stu, or like you said, he's preparing for the later fuel runs. We could see some people maybe try to do 2 9-lap runs and a 10-lap run would be 28 laps. But they're just getting 9 laps, so who knows? Who knows if anybody can do a 10-lap run? Looks like T-Dubs.
We've just seen T-Dubs do it. And then Snowman, he could possibly do 11 here looking at his fuel situation right now. T-Dubs still on pit road. They're just now putting the tire on. Snowman comes out of our last turn, so he will assume the lead because he will not be pitting this time. So he could complete 12 full laps, as we'll see. See how he chooses to attack this.
Yeah, T-Dubs went by. They're still put a lot of fuel to go. There are a lot of fuel still needed to fill up T-Dub's car here.
Yeah, still right now 10 liters to go. We're looking at about 3 liters a second, so he's done now.
Stu is getting pretty close there.
Won't quite get there. He's just now coming out of the last turn. But we'll still be in 3rd there for the 24. And as you had mentioned, you know, caution comes out anytime through here with the way this racing has been. You know, it's possible.
Yep, I think if a caution came out right now, everyone would pit except for T-Dubs. And he may even do it as well.
Yeah, to have a lighter run at the end.
Yeah. Snowman's still going. Where is he?
All right, he's coming up through the back half of our field right now. So looking at that fuel tank, I don't know if he can stretch it another go or not. This would be 12 complete laps. I'm sorry, 11 complete laps for the McLaren.
Would be tight, and he's blinking over there.
If he goes another one, he would have completed 12 laps, which would run him to 24 laps on the next run. So he could be very light at the end if that's the strategy he's kind of gunning for there. Could be a really short pit stop at the end for this McLaren.
I guess that would be the only advantage, would be the shorter pit stop, as his tires are getting worn. Oh,
he does do it.
Oh, I thought he was pitting, and right at the last second changed his mind. He's going again.
Felt like he could do it. And, I think that's a good strategy. Complete 12. Complete 12 more, be on lap 25. Come out there. You got 4 laps of fuel, 4 fresh tires. Could really rip some good laps. We've seen Snowman take fastest laps of the race before, so we know he can hold the speed in that McLaren and do just as well as our guy T-Dubs in the Supra, which, just so happens to be 1-2 right now. But you look at this gap, obviously T-Dubs will go back to that lead after the pit stop by the McLaren. So really this strategy, like, Monkey has mentioned, it's the shorter pit stop at the end and being faster with fresh tire. That's going to be about the advantage for this McLaren right now. Unless this, the Stu strategy that's trying to work out here is a caution.
Yes.
It would be something that would be very beneficial right now.
So right now, Snowman is almost a full lap ahead of T-Dubs. Am I looking at that right?
No, it's
No, I'm not.
not very
T-Dubs
much.
T-Dubs is right behind him.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. All right. Yep. Okay, so T-Dubs still has a monster lead.
Right. Whenever we see Snowman go down here, he probably won't even have the tires on by the time he goes by. Credit, though, there to the guy in the McLaren making this thing go.
Gosh, you got to wonder if he couldn't have made it to 14. Pitted once.
Look how low that is on his fuel meter right now. He's going to have enough just to... Oh, what?
I can barely see it.
Okay, he just goes in a little weird like cork. Yeah, but he pits.
I was wondering if you could do that. If you could pit up high like that, or if they would reset you back out onto the track.
Right,
Guess I got my answer.
That's right. T-Dubs, he's probably going to pass before he even gets in the pit box. Sure does. But now he's in there, and the air gun is going to hit the lug nut, and the tires are changed. So now Snowman's just going to have to wait on that fuel. The BMW going to be able to go around. Oh, hits the wall at the end of pit road. What in the hell?
I hope Stu's okay after that.
That was a 56G hit right there. But keeps on going. Ain't gonna hurt that thing. It's made out of Panzer material.
Snowman is still getting fuel. Stu's by. Monkey's by. Dak's by. Cork's by.
Oh, half second there to the monkey.
Well, that can't be right. Yeah, it is easy to get a penalty on this track. You see a lot of cars sliding around, and we really haven't gone over those high-speed S's that everybody's struggling with every lap. I think Stu has been going through them fairly easily with his BMW.
Looks like BMW is only going to have this lap to do it. Monkey not that far off of him, actually. See the leader, T-Dubs, he's way up there ahead of Stu. That's more or less about the lead he had on Snowman. If we go back to Snowman, he's all the way back in 6th right now off what he was trying to do. As he's not too far off Cork. And Snowman and Cork, whenever they start racing together, things can get crazy. So that caution... Still on the table.
And as we saw earlier in the race, it is not easy being back there 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It's a battle back there, and Snowman is going to have to go through all those cars. Whoa!
BMW got loose through there, huh?
Yeah.
But on to pit road this time. No pit or no caution there. But Monkey will go around and assume second place. Dak so far wins rabbit of the race because this man has been running from everybody that gets behind him. Mostly winning. There's been a lot of winning here for the 67 this evening.
Oh, Cork right behind Dak.
Ooh, Dak getting loose there. Off turn number 1.
Our feeds are perfectly synced.
Snowman is got a half-second penalty on the top of him there.
Looks like he still has the wrecker on the side of his car.
Oh, Cork with a full second hit up there in 4th.
Well, that'll get him off the back of Dak.
That's what I'm saying. Runner wayer of the race. Dak Fu up in 3rd. Alright, so half second to 5th, second to 4th. So those penalties will kind of cancel each other out. And that'll help Dak out a ton because he'll be able to stretch this lead between those two just a little bit.
I'm going to watch this. Cork's just about to serve his. We'll watch Dak drive away. There he goes.
Yep, put a pretty good hurting on Cork's battle to get up to the top 3 there. Now we got to watch on Cork there, trying to push the limit, see how he does. Poor guy.
Where did Stu come out? Stu came out 9th, but he's got a full tank of fuel and 4 fresh tires on there. Hollywood in front of him's already down to a half a tank.
Be a lot of laps to cycle back through there for the BMW. We'll be on an extra stop though, with the way these guys have pushed the first run.
Yeah, I know most people pitted at the same time, but now I don't know where Snowman is and staggering. I'm just now looking at him. He pitted on lap 7, but he's on lap 15. And he's got a little under a quarter tank of fuel, and he's made his way back to 7th place. I don't know where he's going to fall in the order of pit. So where would he need to go? He needs to make it to lap 18 to get back on the pit cycle. Where's Chaos? Oh, he's not too far off Chaos. Staggering with a pretty good comeback from an early spin, and then whatever reason he had to pit on lap 7, he was out of fuel. So he had no choice but to pit.
Yeah, it's been a tough race there for the 43. Got into it just like on lap 1, really. Cork, though, somehow has cut this gap back together, and Snowman with another half-second penalty back there. Unfortunate. Lando joins the chat with us. Hello, Lando. How you doing, my brother?
I forgot to even look at that.
He lives in
Thanks for
Disney
the
World,
reminder.
No?
Lando as in Orlando.
I guess you could say
I did not know that. I've been to Orlando
Cork
quite
gets
a few
around
times.
back through there for 3rd.
Oh. I always seem to be saying something useless when something exciting comes on.
A second and a half back there to Snowman, though, on the penalty.
I just saw that. Monkey's loving that. The Snowman's threatening everybody up here. Just being back there and driving. Monkey's current still holding on to 2nd. Not a huge lead over Cork, though. Cork has him in his sights. Distant sights, but there, and Dak. Right behind Cork.
That's unfortunate for Snowman because, you know, he has all this fresh tire advantage against these guys up ahead of them, and he has the fuel advantage on them. But he's, you know, accumulated about 3 seconds of penalties since he's came out of the pits.
Yeah, and he had a ton of traffic to go through. He must have been running some slow laps when he was running lap 11 and 12. And he's driving around with his turn signal on like a stooge.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh.
Is he going to pick up another one? I'm watching Snowman come to the penalty line.
Oh. Oh, okay. It just no. He did.
They let him get away with one.
I thought he had served it, but he did. Yeah, he got away with that one.
Yep.
All right. So right now we look up through there. Snowman's in 5th. Dak Fu is in 4th. Cork's in 3rd. Monkey is in 2nd. But Cork came out of the last turn, so you can see him there, along with Dak. And then T-Dubs, with this insane monster energy style lead, if you will.
It is. Monkey's talked about his strategy often, and it is other drivers going off the track, and I'm sure that's what he's hoping for T-Dubs right now, go off the track, give Monkey a chance to catch up.
All right, T-Dubs, as we mentioned, the Super does look good. If you like that one, there's one right here, looks just like it, just got a 67 on the side of it.
Well, good to see T-Dubs mix it up.
Little
Been
less
driving the McDonald's car.
Yeah, he has. He drove the Jordan car and then that. So it was kind of 3rd paint scheme of the year, I think. Looking at the fuel situation, though, a little better up there for the Supra. Tires look about identical between 1st and 2nd place. Just not going to have the fuel back there in 2nd as the Supra will. Supra possibly could make that an extra lap here on the Porsche in 2nd.
I would say he could. He pitted a lap later. Right? Yes.
A couple laps later, I think. Then, Cork's off into the dirt again. I heard his tires start hollering, but he's able to save it. Snowman has closed that gap up nicely up to 4th place. As we mentioned, he has that tire advantage. He's just had to overcome the penalties. Cork's off into the grass here as he is down on the pit lane, but he gets it back out on the track. Oh, Monkey has went off track, and he is just rolling off the side here. Oh, man, I believe that was an engine failure there for the 6 car here in the homeland. Has now retired him from the race. Unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. As you said.
The car was powerless running down the front stretch.
Right in Porsche's backyard.
For real. That moves Cork up to 2nd. Snowman has overtaken Dak Fu for 3rd. Now since the engine trouble's there for the Porsche, McLaren gets way off track there, but still able to keep it on the racing surface after all that. Dak moves back to 4th, has a good look at it though, as 5th Chaos is kind of back there quite a bit. Hollywood and Chaos have a good gap between them, and then you see the 24 on the kind of alternate strategy here of everybody else. Still got half a tank of fuel in it, so we'll see how that works out. Staggern is in 8th, who has a pretty good gap there, who has now been lapped actually by T-Dubs.
Staggering has recently pitted. He is full on fuel, fresh tires.
That's right, and that has allowed T-Dubs in the lead to get around him.
I think we have four different pit strategies going. 9 drivers, now down to 8. Still 4 pit strategies though. I think Dak, Chaos, Hollywood, and Cork are all on the same strategy. T-Dubs is on his own, Snowman's on his own. Oh, 5. We have people pit on 7, 9, 10. Oh no, 4. Oh no, it's 2. Yeah, 5. 5 different pit strategies. Okay, everybody's doing their own thing.
Basically, out here, there's only a couple guys on the same deal. Looks like T-Dubs is going to have to pit this lap. looking at that fuel gauge. Cork, he could have a lap or two left in it. Snowman has so much left, as he ran 12 laps before. We should see this McLaren try to stretch it out, maybe go down when he takes lap 25. Dak's going to have a couple of laps left in his Supra as well. Chaos is going to have to go down this time, probably along with T-Dubs. So we keep an eye on T-Dubs. He's coming through that last chicane and up to where the pit road entry starts out.
So T-Dubs, we have not been showing him the love. While he's been out here running hard this time around, he has set another fast lap, 155.3. That was on lap 12.
That's right. And he is down pit road this time. A second penalty to our second place car, Snowman, who has gotten around Cork somehow here. But now he's going to have to serve and probably give that right back up, depending on how fast he can run away here. I don't know how close these two will be. You're going to see Cork probably going down pit road, at least this time, maybe next time. I don't know. It's pretty tight there on the fuel tank. Snowman serves that penalty. Cork gets around. And, yeah, gets a couple car lengths gap there.
The best thing coming for Snowman is after Cork pits, Snowman's going to have some clear track in front of him to run some laps without anything bothering him. Except maybe himself in penalties.
Cork keeps it out there.
Maybe young Cork has some veteran strategy going on. It's a smart move of Cork's part.
Ooh, they're going to mesh right in with our leader, T-Dubs, who just came off pit road. They'll have a little bit of speed coming down into turn number 1, but I don't know if the tire is going to keep up with our man up here. This is the most traffic that he's seen all day. Chaos down pit road this time. Down there I can see. Battle for the lead's pretty tight.
Oh, it is tight.
Cork might have got a half-second penalty there.
Pretty slow pit stop, and T-Dubs had enough of a lead that he was able to pit and maintain the lead.
Cork going to be coming to the pits this lap, gets a full second penalty through that section of the course, unfortunately. That's going to make him lose second before this pit stop.
Well, he's giving it right back to Snowman.
Ooh, Snowman's putting it down into the inside through the tightest turn of the course. Ain't going to be clear on exit. Oh, but he will be now. As they go uphill through the S's here. Pretty quick turn if you can hang on to it.
I think that's the toughest turn on the whole track. Those two turns. You want to stay in the throttle, and you just hoping the car can have the grip to make it.
The way these guys have been running, I think T-Dubs has made his last pit stop of the day. And that's probably not what Snowman wants, because he has not done that, and this is as close as he'll be, considering he still has to make that pit stop.
Cork just put it in the grass again on the way to the pits.
Yep, now he'll go down pit road this time. Dak Fu probably going to have to do that as well. The BMW still got quite a few laps there in the tank. See how long that takes them. Stag up to 6 now through everything that's been going on. Considering his fuel situations, I think he'll have to make another pit stop. Unless he's got some save in there somewhere.
Oh, how long has the BMW been in 5th?
Just on the Hollywood and Chaos pit stop.
Oh, Hollywood's already pitted.
All right, Dak and Cork are down pit road. The BMW comes out of the last turn. Let's see how close Cork and the BMW mesh out together here. As long as the BMW's on this strategy, a caution, as long as he's got the track position, is beneficial. And you see he moves up to 3rd now with all these cars down pit road right now. T-Dub's going back to putting the lead on everybody. Snowman, he's got I don't know, I ain't going to say anything. The guy could go another lap. Crazy with how he ran that 12 earlier. He must have been really pushing it this run because there's no way he's getting to that lap 24.
Looking at his lap times, he has not had a really fast lap back to lap 12 that I can see, and that's because he's been in traffic and dealing with penalties.
Yeah, that's right. And poor dude still got his blinker on. But he goes down pit road in style that time. We'd mentioned the BMW could stay out there. Will he be able to overtake Snowman before he has to go down pit road? We'll have to keep an eye on that. Go back here. Cork is up to 4th, or back to 4th, however you want to look at it. He has made his last pit stop of the day. Dak Fu as well has made his last pit stop. He's in 5th. They're just waiting for the pitting cycle with Stu here. Snowman is now up to 25 liters. He won't need a full tank, so it'll be interesting to see where these guys come out. They're just the 24 just now coming out of that chicane and up on the last turn, and we'll see how much fuel goes into that McLaren. He's up in the 70s, 75, going to 80. I think he's overfilled it. Possibly went too long down pit road there. Just took a full tank of fuel. That's going to allow Stu to be easily around, along with, maybe not easily, as Snowman comes out right there. He's going to have that fresher tire, so we'll see how that battle works out. Cork being right there.
You had mentioned that about the fuel and Snowman, and I thought, yeah, you're right, Stu. He's going to save himself 3 or 4 seconds on pit road, but no.
Yeah, he sat there and took it all, and I think that was probably by accident.
Probably.
Fuel guy didn't get the memo.
Yeah, I've made bigger mistakes than that on pit road, sitting there waiting to select tires.
Maybe his blinker's burning extra
around. Fuel. Maybe.
Right now, it's a battle between 2nd, 3rd, and 4th here. Pit stop still to be made for 2nd place. Probably going to be made this lap. But he is holding off the fresher tires behind him for now.
Take a look at Cork.
Yep, 2nd. Unfortunately.
Yep. 2nd and 3rd are typically our best battles. And then usually everybody in a couple of groups. We got 2nd, 3rd, and 4th slugging it out right now. This is a really good race.
You can see Snowman getting real close there to the BMW this time. See if he wants to try to make a move with this high-speed chicane coming up. BMW has been good through there all day. We'll see how this goes. Snowman down to the inside through the chicane. BMW might have been a little gracious there, but he will be going down pit road this time. So no need to fight that one.
Sometimes that's the best choice. You don't want to save a half a second. Save a half a second versus wrecking yourself. Lose a half a second. That's where I was trying to head with that.
Well, you look at T-Dub, he's probably more close to half a track lead right now.
He has beat his own fast lap, and he is on pace to beat it again.
That's right. All right, Stu's last pit stop of the day is going to settle him back to who knows what. No, TKO Chaos going to get around. He's probably done pitting for the evening. So
Stu does not need full fuel here.
See how long the BMW fuel team does it. Perfect 69 on the fuel coming out.
That is perfect.
T-Dub's no contest pretty much for most of this one. Like we said, half a track lead. Man has beat his own fastest lap 3 times now. And he almost done it there. It's 3/10 off. Probably just had one little bad corner. But it ain't over for him. I think he still has enough life in the tire and less fuel in the tank to still do it. As Stu comes out of pit road, and he'll be in trouble of going a lap down, as the pace of that Supra is just massive, monstrous, if you will.
There's still a lot of race left, but if I have my count right, I think Stu has made one more pit stop than everyone so far.
That's
Stu short pitted once. Yep.
Ooh. Oh, Snowman, hang on to it, man. He did. Half-second penalty, though.
That was close.
Alright, T-Dubs has got traffic here. Let's see any battles. No battles between 6th and 7th.
Court just had a good battle with the guardrail.
And he's nowhere around anybody either. Snowman's a pretty good clip ahead of him. Dak Foo's a good clip behind Court. Stag not so far off Dak, but not really in attacking range unless there's a big mistake there by 4th place. And then Chaos there. He's still an eye shot of Stag. So anything can still happen there, between those guys. See, T-Dubs has now caught the 24.
I'm thinking Stag's not going to have the fuel to finish.
BMW a little gracious here through the last turn for the Supra. Lets him around. They're still kind of right there. Gets right back in behind him, though. You can see how much wider that BMW is than that Supra.
That's crazy. BMW doesn't seem like a big car till you see it next to that little Supra.
Yeah, it looks more American than some American cars.
Yeah. It's a nice sounding car, though.
Ooh, T-Dub's a little mistake there, but not too bad. Just got a little out of whack. Snowman, as we had mentioned, kind of got 2nd place locked up here. You know, he's got good tire, plenty of fuel. And, you know, Court kind of the same situation here. He just needs to keep it on the track and just hope for a mistake up ahead or something. And Dak, you know, has been running all race long. I think we've seen him in like 3rd to 4th most of the time. Has been very consistent throughout this one. And you can see maybe some slower lap times over there on the Delta, but a lot of traffic this guy's been through this evening, and that's the case for a lot of people, especially early on in this race.
Yep, that's true. A lot of battling. 157 is a good lap here. 156, you're running pretty fast. 155, you are leading the race by more than half a track.
That's a good rule of thumb.
That's just for this track, just for this race.
Yep, it's a comfortable lead there for the 45. Ooh, BMW got a little loose there out of that turn.
Looks like Snowman has laid down one 156 lap. Cork has one. Dak has a 57. That's about where they're sitting, and T-Dubs just has multiple 55s, 56s.
Staggering is on pit road again, and that will allow Stu to go up to 7th.
Oh, Staggering can't need much more than a quart of fuel or so. Oh, sorry, metric. A liter.
You can see T-Dubs is stuck between 6th and 7th at the moment. So Hollywood's going to lap down territory here. But he has the fuel to run away and stay on the lead lap, you would think. Just a little saving there.
Hollywood's doing a pretty good job coming from the NASCAR side over to here. I think he'd benefit from a couple of the practice sessions these guys run. But he's doing a good job just hopping in these cars and going.
Yeah, it's not real easy to do at all. I mean, if you're just jumping in and running a few before the race and getting kind of some bearings through qualifying, really the first part of your race is getting kind of acquainted to the track, because kind of like here in the beginning of this one, there's just a lot of traffic to start off the race, and that's something that's not very usual in these races. But you know, sometimes you get a track where all these cars are kind of even, or especially here where it's like fast paced and then kind of slow paced, it kind of evens everybody out with you know, the fast cars or the, you know, the easier braking cars.
Yeah. Yep.
Unless your
And
T
see how
Dubs,
it.
you could put him in a go kart out here.
Yep. Watching Hollywood take some of his turns, he looks pretty good. Looks like won't be long. He'll be running right up there in the front.
He has it in him. All right. So there is T Dubs. He has got a lap and a half to go here from Nürburgring Grand Prix. And it's been a dominating performance. Not seen much traffic around this guy other than one pit stop. They kind of cycled in with him. Snowman's in second, kind of got it locked up without any mistakes, but Court is now in mistake position. If you make a mistake, he could be right there on your rear end, and that's not what you would want to see.
He is there.
With 1 lap to go, if he can keep the car underneath him. Dude couldn't keep a chair underneath him.
Hey, 2 laps to go. Dak isn't too far behind Cork either. If Cork made a big mistake and then got a penalty on top of it, and Dak is in range, and he just ran his best lap of the race.
Yeah, got it down to a low 157 there. That's good for him. T-Dub's going to come through and out of the last turn this time. We're just going to pass pit road and go into the last turn. Hollywood is in danger here of losing a lap, but here it is, 1 to go, presented by Skew Car. T-Dubs is the leader by half a track. Second belongs to Snowman, but the battle from Cork is close.
That is going to be... Snowman with a clear track, he's moving pretty good.
Yeah, he is. I think he's kind of made a little bit of a better gap there, but you got to watch out for these penalties.
Oh, yep. Cork and Snowman both have racked up some big ones. Oh, look at Snowman cleaning off his tires.
All right, we're looking at T-Dubs up there. Snowman did clean off them tires. T-Dubs, he's catching Hollywood here on the last lap. See if Hollywood's able to keep that lap. No, he's not. He gets loose, or maybe just lets T-Dubs by. Didn't want to mess him up. Either way, Hollywood goes a lap down. This will be his last lap of the race. Cork still an eye shot there. Dak about the same gap as there was.
Where is still there's T-Dubs. He's having a hard time look. I could see him on the track. I couldn't figure out where he was.
Good on a fifth on up. I think everybody there stayed on the lead lap.
And T-Dubs is low on fuel. He's going to make it, but...
Yeah, he is low on fuel, but out of the last turn for the final time, won't matter. The 45 will be victorious from the pole at Nürburgring Grand Prix.
What a dominating performance. That could be the most dominating win of this season.
For sure. Snowman in second, Cork in third. They're just about a turn separated here. Any mistake between these one of these guys, you know, could be detrimental to their race. Still got about half the track to go here. A couple tough turns. T-Dubs is your winner. This is the battle back to the line for second place.
Oh, he's got to hang on to another one of the most difficult spots on the track. T-Dub signaling his left turn. Not T-Dub, Snowman signaling his left.
Yep, that's what's been burning all that extra fuel here the last couple of runs. But
Yep.
it won't matter. Oh, Cork's around. Go figure on the last lap. But Snowman will hang on for second place here from Nürburgring. And that'll be all she wrote for him. Dak Fu not able to overcome the Cork spin. And Cork will bring it out of the last turn for the last time in celebratory style as he gains the top three there in his Top Gear sponsored car. Dak Fu, good race here out of him. Had a run from everybody all race long, but gets it done in fourth place. Stu goes up to sixth at the end. Staggering goes up to seventh. Hollywood will finish eighth. Monkey out with engine trouble. And now for his last turn of the race, TKO Chaos will get a top 5 here at Nürburgring and finish us off this Wednesday in the Ruthless GT3 Series. Man, what a race that one was to begin. And then the battles all throughout. Really the only thing that separated these drivers were the 4 or 5 different strategies we saw taking place in pit road. So really another awesome showing here for the Ruthless GT3 Series. And, we got some tough tracks coming up. Only got one more regular season race left before we start our playoff round. And, man, I feel like some guys are starting to understand the cars a little more, how their car handles. And I think we saw that out there, with these guys. It seemed like some guys turned up the knob a little bit for this race this evening.
I think so. Really good to see Chaos get a top 5 this week. He struggled in a couple races. Looked like he was doing some fuel saving and fell back a little bit behind. And now he's came out, flexed his muscles, got a top 5 in that Renault. That was good. And Dak, been unable to make it to a few races, comes out, holds a consistent 4th place all night. And Cork, I can't believe he was able to pull a 3rd out of that. And, his crossing the finish line, it looks like maybe he did it in style, but as many times he spun out today, maybe he was just spinning out one more time. Who knows? But how'd Stu get back up to 6th place? That's something I didn't see out there in the track. So good finish for Stu, too. And then everybody had a great finish. Staggering had the trouble at the beginning. Burned through a ton of fuel in the first run and still manages 7th place. Great finish. Hollywood, hardly out here at all, comes out, gets an 8th place, runs well all night, looks good in the car, no big incidents. So yeah, like you said, great race.
Yeah, and appreciate everybody who raced, stuck it out, or shows up every week, or when they can. Having a big field like that makes things fun, as we saw through about the first 10 laps or so of that race. Having everybody in the different skill levels kind of mixed through there, and how the cars just handle differently between the straight stretches or the turns. Like we had mentioned, it just kind of brings everything down to an even field amongst some of these guys, and we get some racing like we saw here at Nürburgring. But next week, I think we're off to France to hit Spa. And
yes,
and that's a very fast track in a couple spots. And it's a track known for its rain. So that'll be our regular season finale at Spa. What are you thinking about seeing there next week?
I don't know, because like you said, Spa is a big track. I think it is 4.5 miles around. We're looking at 20 laps. There are one very high speed section, high speed uphill turns. There's some low speed turns. I think it's going to be a difficult race. I think it's going to be a difficult track, and if it rains, it even adds to the level of difficulty. So it's looking forward to it. 20 laps is a long time to focus that hard on a track as well. It'll be physically and mentally difficult to get through that one. So you still there, Stu, or am I finishing this one up?
No, you're good. I was just letting you finish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but thanks once again everybody who makes this happen and makes these races as fun as they are, and everybody who watches them. It's a good action. Appreciate having Monkey in here with me as a good co-host for these races, as he has a lot of knowledge on how these cars work, especially at these tracks. And don't forget, tomorrow, Ruthless Racing All-Star Race will be happening at the Homestead Roval. Yes, that's right. We'll be using the road course section down in 3 and 4. And, yeah, so another fantasy track here on the Ruthless Series NASCAR side of things. No New Hampshire Roval this season for the All-Star races. We did run that for the Clash, I think, maybe. I'm not quite sure. Maybe we didn't do it this season at all. But memory not working that good. But we should see Monkey over there in the All-Star race. You plan on hitting up the Homestead Roval?
I do. I should probably practice a couple of laps before I get going, though.
There you
I
go.
have not driven it yet. I'll be in the number 6 Ford Mustang, as usual.
There you go. Your man Monkey going to be in the All-Star race tomorrow at Homestead Roval. If you're interested in seeing what that looks like, you can tune in at 9 p.m. EST. Catch me in the booth, bringing you all the action live here on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. But without further ado, I'm going to cut you guys loose. Thanks, Monkey, once again for doing this with me.
Thanks for having me.
And, yes, sir. And hopefully Kyle Larson will be able to do the double this weekend. Maybe he'll win both. That would be freaking insane. But, don't put all your biscuits in one oven. But without further ado,
even I'm hoping for that, Stu.
there you go. Ford man wants the man Larson to do it. So, it's Wild Weekend coming up. But it is Memorial Day weekend. Didn't forget about that. So, everybody, in remembrance of Memorial Day, have a good and safe weekend here from Ruthless Racing. But without further ado, thank you guys for watching. Rock on, race on, Ruthless Racing.